quad time. Quad time. Quad time. It's quad time.
Shut the fuck up! I'm in the middle of something over here. Yo! What the fuck was that? Come on. Your shit falling out of the chair? I gotta fix that. Anyway, you guys remember this thing? Anybody remember this thing? This is the Angry Quad Standard. I have made a million adjustments to this thing over the last couple of years. I first started with this. What are you doing? What are you doing? I first made a video about this in August of 2016. Since then, we've removed the straps. We took off the straps are gone. Took off the pads on the bottom, reinforced the bottom a little bit, and lately we put on these extenders. Everything that I do makes this thing harder to use. Hold up for 1 second, let me get this thing out of here. Technology that I came up with, all by myself. I had a couple ideas that I work with, however, mine. I'm always working on something. And it seems to me, in a couple more minutes, I'll be working on fixing this. Whatever. I made this, my technology, and I've made a couple things. But we're not here to talk about myself today. We're here to talk about a guy who has made his presence known to me. What the fuck is the other one? I'm going to introduce you to John fucking Norton. He doesn't have a channel yet. He will. We're going to see to that. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother fucking getting into it. He's done something that I look at and I say, yes. Now, a while back he said he was inspired by some of the shit that I do. It's not an inspiration thing. It's easy to be inspired when you share the same philosophy as someone. Now, I share the same philosophy as this fucking guy, and you tell me what you think. This fucking kid is fucking a sick man.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing John Norton.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Yeah, so my name's John. Basically, this is a tutorial video on this Bowflex machine that I modified here. And I'm a C5, C6 quadriplegic. In this video, I'm doing a collab with Angry Quad. Shout out to Angry Quad. And a couple more people I want to shout out, actually. Chris Caldwell. He's another quadriplegic on YouTube that's been a big inspiration. And also Simon Marcus. What's up, man? So hopefully you guys see this, but yeah, from here I will show you all the modifications that I've done. And then one thing before we get started, remember guys, you gotta really push yourself, and there is really no right time to get started. The right time is now. Okay, and then this right here is just a piece of like, I think you'd call it just like angle bar. It's got little holes in it. You can get it at any hardware store pretty much. And I clamp that on with a clamp, and I use this with pulleys, and I reroute all the wires, the actual cables, not wires, but cables through the pulleys to do different different exercises. hanging here on the angle iron, I have these carabiners, and a carabiner is just those clips, spring clips. Carabiner is actually a climbing term for them, but they work very well, and I can adjust them inward or outward accordingly. All right, so these are the legs here that are put on the Bowflex machine. You can see like the Bowflex starts there, and the legs extend out here. And then if you go a little bit closer on the legs there, I have really small grooves that that were machined into the pieces of flat bar where my actual casters come to kind of a point, and then the grooves on the flat bar actually lock right into those. So I pretty much don't go anywhere. With the Bowflex, I actually slide on these bars here and go until I set right in the grooves here. After I'm locked in here, I have the casters and the grooves on the legs, and I have the brakes locked. I have a 2x4 that I put underneath the wheelie bars, that way I won't tip back. From here, I hook up these loops to these hooks, and I do kind of a pull down motion, and this helps a lot of muscles, including my chest. One thing you want to do is pay attention to your form, and really just breathing is important too, but mostly first of all, pay attention to your form. And also, guys, drink a lot of water when you work out. It really does help. And then again, I do the isometrics.
Isometric exercise, or isometrics, are a type of strength training in which the joint angle and muscle length do not change during contraction.
The end, where after my workout, or after the reps, I hold as long as I possibly can. Alright, now after that workout, I back my chair into the machine, and I'll hook up the hooks this way and this. Then from here, I hook them up, similar to being facing forward, and I do a pull down motion, this, and that is very similar to doing pull-ups. And then like the other workout positions, I'll do 3 sets of 10 reps. Alright, and then on the Bowflex, I have these cables that I actually just have hanging here, and I reroute the cables through the pulleys down at the bottom here. And there's pulleys that the cables go through, and then they hook up to the resistance bars. Okay, so from here I rerouted the cables, and I hooked up the carabiners or clips to these loops. And this is very similar to a chest press. I mean, I can't fully do it, but I'll imagine that I put my hands together. I'll just do it very slowly, just focusing on form, and again, breathing. That's one thing you'll want to study, is breathing techniques for working out, if you do get serious. Another thing is, I've only got 30 pounds on each side, so you really don't want, I'm not really lifting that much weight. Okay, and then from these chest flies, I guess you want to call them, I will go down and I'll push downward. So this is very helpful on triceps. So I'll do this motion, push downward, almost like I'm trying to touch the ground. That's what I imagine. And like I said in the beginning, you'll make it your own. You'll really find out the best techniques work for you. From there, I'll take my hands and I'll put them up on my shoulders, and I will lean forward. Now this is a very difficult exercise, especially when you don't have much trunk strength, but the more you work out, the more you'll get the lower back muscles and stomach muscles to actually do this. I'm actually making this look pretty easy for a quad, but yeah, make it your own. Keep your head up. Make sure you keep your head up, and it really helps your form. But I'll give you a little demonstration of this last set here of each group. 6. For this workout, I moved the clips and the carabiners on the little angle iron bar, and I do a pullback motion. And this actually helps a lot with my lower back, a lot of muscles in my arms and my chest. I actually have someone hold on to me though, because it's difficult for me to hold myself up. But when I do these, I do 40 pounds on each side, so a total of 80 pounds. So yeah, like I said, you'll find your own, and just be very careful with the weights. You don't want to hurt yourself. Oh, one important thing is you really want to stretch. Stretching is very important before you work out. Just get loose, and you don't want to tear anything or hurt anything, especially being in a wheelchair. Alright, yep, and then I just slide back out, and yeah, that is the workout. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, they can either get in touch with Angry Quad, or I'll put my email, I'll link my email in there or whatever. Another thing I wanted to show you is these gloves, or tell you about these gloves, which have come in real handy for lifting weights. It's the website is www.activehands.com, and I'll see if Angry Quad can post a link in there below the video there. All right, yeah, so that's pretty much the workout video. Just remember to stretch a lot, drink a lot of water, stay strong, and just push forward. Take it easy, guys.
Bad ass. See, are you fucking kidding me? Now you gotta understand, this kid told me, this kid, 33-year-old man, I call him a fucking kid. This guy told me that I inspired him. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not the way it is. He's not motivated by me. John, you're not. He's not inspired by me. John, you're not. John and myself share the same philosophy. Because I can easily say that I'm fucking blown away and fucking inspired by him. I don't know about inspired. Blown away, jealous, and I'm going to try to fucking one-up him, but I don't know how the fuck you can one-up something like that. Fucking amazing. Listen, rutabaga head, I congratulate you. Hats off, I salute you. Absolutely badass. Now, jerk off, stop fucking around and get to work. And that goes for everybody. If you're all fucked up, your number one advocate to get you out of this your own technology. It's your brains against your injury. You are your best bet. Go get him, rutabaga head, you sick fuck. Amazing me.